Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into a product that's been getting some buzz online. It's called Senzio Miracle Balm. It claims fast relief, uses ingredients like comfrey, frankincense, myrrh. Sounds potent. Our mission is to figure out, is this really a miracle or is it just, well, an overpriced disappointment?
Yeah, and what's immediately fascinating looking at the sources is this huge contradiction. You look at Trustpilot, it averages about, 3.2 stars?
Which sounds kind of middling, right?
Exactly. But it's not middling at all. The reviews, they split violently. You've got people saying it's genuinely life-changing, amazing relief. And then you have others who are absolutely furious, just livid.
That split is exactly what we need to unpack. So if it is working for some people, how well? And for what specifically? What are the positives saying?
Well, the positive feedback is actually surprisingly specific. It really seems to zero in on certain circulatory and vascular conditions. We saw reports of really noticeable improvements for things like venous insufficiency, chronic edema, even severe psoriasis, and quite stubborn varicose veins.
So not just like general aches and pains. This is more targeted.
Right. We're talking serious symptom relief, according to these users. It suggests the ingredients are doing something legitimate for certain issues.
Yeah, I saw one source mentioning someone, they'd had dark leg discoloration for like 14 years. And they finally saw changes with this balm. And another one, this was striking, said it worked better for their severe edema than the prescription diuretic furosemide. That's a pretty big claim.
It's a massive data point, yeah. It suggests that, look, for some conditions, this formulation seems genuinely functional, powerful even.
Okay, so the stuff itself seems to have some real effect for specific problems.
It seems so.
Yeah.
But that leads to the big question the sources raise. If the product, the actual balm, is that effective for some? Why is a company seemingly okay with these disastrous logistics and, frankly, questionable pricing?
Exactly. This is where it gets really interesting. You have this potentially great product, but then the whole customer experience part just falls apart. Let's talk money first, the price. What's going on there?
Yeah, the price seems to be a major sticking point. We found one review where someone paid 26 Tausers for a really small tin.
Okay.
Only to find out later, they found what looked like the exact same product sold for just £7 by other UK online sellers.
Oh, wow. So rebranding flags immediately go up.
Immediately. And lots of reviewers made the connection, calling it basically a ripoff of much cheaper things, specifically mentioning Tiger Balm Red.
Right. Let's look at that comparison because the numbers are pretty wild. Senzio is around £8 per 100 grams, give or take. But the sources point out Tiger Balm can be like 99 pence for a 175-gram tin. That's potentially a 900% markup, maybe more if the formulas are similar. Why risk that?
Well, it seems tied into the whole business model, which feels built on, let's call it friction and opacity, which brings us straight to the delivery problems.
The delivery nightmare, as some called it.
Absolutely. Consistent complaints, orders taking over a month to arrive, people being shocked by how tiny the product was when it finally showed up, and often shipped, slow boat from China, even though there was apparently no mention of China or long shipping times when they ordered.
Ah, yeah. That sounds a lot like classic drop shipping, doesn't it? Hiding the origin, shipping direct from a manufacturer, probably in Asia.
Precisely. They use that distance, that lack of transparency, to maybe justify the huge markup and hide the true cost. And their marketing kind of plays into it, too. You see that language warning about counterfeits, claiming it's not on Amazon.
Right, creating artificial scarcity, making it seem like they're the only place to get the real deal.
Exactly. It's all tactics to control the narrative and the price.
So what happened when people understandably pushed back? Complained about the price, the wait times, tried to get refunds.
Oh, it sounds like hitting a brick wall. The reviews about refunds are pretty painful. The company would stall, insist on more time, or even, get this, claim chargebacks had happened when they hadn't.
Just delaying tactics.
Deliberately obstructive, it seems, making it so frustrating that maybe people just give up. The support experience mirrored the delivery slow and difficult.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? It's this weird dual reality, isn't it? The sources suggest Senzio Balm can be genuinely effective, maybe even remarkably so, for specific circulatory issues. That's the exciting part.
Right.
But the business behind it seems built on, well, Huge markups, potentially over 900%, really long delivery from overseas, and just terrible customer support when things go wrong.
Yeah, the synthesis is pretty clear. The product seems to work for some very specific things, but the overall value proposition is just bad. You're paying a massive premium for what might just be a cheaply sourced, rebranded product that takes a month to arrive. You'd likely be better off looking for those active ingredients, comfrey, frankincense from transparent suppliers with reasonable shipping.
So here's the final thought to leave you with. Given the balm seems to work for certain conditions, but it's tangled up in this opaque, high-friction sourcing from China, what are you really paying for? Are you paying for those genuinely active ingredients? Or are you mostly paying for a company's skill in hiding where it comes from and what it really costs? What's the true price of convenience when that convenience involves a month-long wait and a potential runaround?